WCBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe.
It's a huge Saturday of college football, especially in Tuscaloosa. The Crimson Tide hosts the annual Tangle with the Tigers at Bryant-Denny. As always, 7 p.m. kickoff time. We'll have it for you right here on WCBI. Alabama knows the significance of the game, the rivalry, and what it will mean for the rest of the season. And you can best believe they will be putting everything they have into beating LSU.
It'll be an intense game. You know, they're going to come to play. We're going to come to play. It'll be a very, competitive game. So we have to be ready to play.
You got two teams in the SEC that have the best players in the country. I mean, the most talented players, the most physical players. All the games in the past, you see 10, 15 guys from both teams going and playing the next level. So, it's just a game full of talent. And the team that plays the most physical, the most dominant game, his team is going to win.
It's just Alabama, LSU. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Two great teams, two historic programs, and it's the type of games that that people remember forever, for the lifetime. And I remember every single play that you make, and you're going to tell your kids about it one day and your grandkids about it one day.
And the shocker of the day is that Bama is not #1 in the inaugural college football playoff rankings for 2017. That's Georgia. The playoff committee obviously focusing more on the resume and quality wins rather than the eye test, but don't worry, as long as Bama's in the top 4, they're fine. Notre Dame also in that top 4 along with Clemson. Mississippi State checks in at 16 ahead of LSU at 19. Auburn is at 14, but this is a fluid rankings. It will change throughout the coming weeks. Your Week 10 college football schedule, MSU will be on 11 a.m. We'll have Georgia, South Carolina, then Bama, LSU for you here on WCBI. Ole Miss will be at Kentucky at 3, and Southern Miss will be in Knoxville at 6:30. To JUCO football, ICC finished up a great season last weekend with a dominating win over Holmes, and in the process, one former Hamilton Lion had his day. You see him running like no tomorrow. That's KESHON Hurd was named MACJC Defensive Player of the Week following his season-high 10-tackle performance and returned that fumble 92 yards you see right there for a touchdown against the Bulldogs. He finished the regular season with 27 total tackles and 4 pass breakups. KESHON talked about the fumble recovery touchdown that led to the award.
I wasn't expecting to come my way, but I feel like I was getting cut at the same time, and I just seen the ball in the air, so I just threw my hands up, and it was right there, and I just took it home.
He had a big game for us, took a fumble return there for, 90 yards over there, and, had some great tackles, that option offense we played. And, but just good to see a sophomore go out on a high note there, and we're real proud of his effort.
And he got that Southeastern Missouri offer earlier today, so good to see him at the next level possibly. To high school football, it's time to recognize the guys who do work in the trenches and on the electric lines. It's our Lineman of the Week.
Tonight's Lineman of the Week is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi's Electric Power Association and TVA's new eScore Residential Energy Efficiency Program.
Just so happens our Lineman of the Week was from Oxford. Hey, one of our games of the week is going to be in Oxford coming up this Friday. We have 4. We're going 4 wide in our Carl Logan Toyota Game of the Week. Amory Knoxville will be our headquarters with Oxford, Tupelo, Shannon, Louisville, and Central Hines at Starkville Academy. Our other 3 games. It's going to be a great Friday of high school football. Thursday, we'll have 2 showcase games, Selligent South Lamar and Noxapater Nanawaya. So get pumped for a big Thursday, Friday of high school football on the end zone. Switching gears to hoops, Ben Howland and MSU hosted Media Day today at the Hump. The Bulldogs picked in the preseason to finish 12th in the SEC. Now, that is the players talking about proving the naysayers wrong, and Coach Howland believes that will happen because this year's team closer than ever. And I asked Howland how that chemistry will help on the court, especially when you make that extra pass.
It's a key, is if you have good team chemistry while you're playing, it should translate to on the floor. And that's the biggest area we need to translate, what you just said, making the extra pass, creating for others. Typically, I think we've been a team in Sun Selfish. I think part of it is we're young, we get so excited in the game that we're trying to do it too much on our own rather than let the game come to you. So it's learning to let the game come to you that's really important.
Bulldogs have been really good in the open court, but half-court settings on offense, that's where they sort of get drudged down a little bit. We'll see if they can open that up coming up Thursday in their exhibition game. We have a ton of JUCO signings and other signings around our area coming up tomorrow, so we'll have all of that for you coming up tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say, right here on WCBI Sports. That is it for sports.